Insight alone won't turn the fear off, but there is hope. In Inside Out, Joy can't logic fear into calm, and you hear her try. The system changes through experience, not explanation. Back to Dr. Vanderkolk, he talks about if trauma is pre-verbal, it lives in the body, not the narrative. So this is what we would call implicit trauma rather than explicit, that's tied to all of the things that happen in our older selves where we can see and remember experiences. And then this is why people can understand their trauma, they can name their triggers, but they can still feel hijacked by fear. And this is what makes people so frustrated. But fear is a bottom-up process, and healing must meet it here. So I'm not going to dig in so deeply to all the different types of bottom-up therapies, but I have a whole episode on how to heal trauma, so I would check that out. And that'll be down in the show notes as well, because that's a nice sister companion to this episode. But when you think about fear, and teaching fear that it's safe now does take some work. So healing fear is not about eliminating it. It's about right-sizing it and making it understand that now is not then. So some effective approaches that are beneficial is regulation before processing. Safety comes first. So we have to recognize that we have to breathe, we have to slow down, because safety doesn't necessarily, we don't know that we're safe unless we do that first. So this is about somatic awareness. This is about learning to notice sensations without panic or without judgment. This is about just present awareness, connecting to, like I gave the example, recognizing that I had a burst of adrenaline, my heart rate went up, my muscles tightened when my son was pretending like he was going to throw me in the water. It's just a somatic awareness of what's happening. And allowing or completing a defensive response, allowing fight or flight or freeze energy to gently resolve. And so this is tracking that energy that happens in the body when we are activated by fear. And so the other thing that benefits fear and settles fear down is predictable environments and relationships. So consistent routines. Kids that are anxious or overstimulated and don't have consistent routines, this is one of the first things we talk to parents about. Like, is bedtime the same every night? Do we know we can count on, all the things that kids need to be consistent, because their nervous systems will settle down? Boundaries, we need to have those for ourselves and for those around us so that we can have a more predictable environment. And consistency in our relationships is really important. That helps us feel safe in the now, so that we're not anxious and fearful. And then relational healing really helps fear heal faster. So if you have someone that you trust, who you feel in connection with, you have safe connection with, your anxiety and fear healing will be more expeditious than if you're in isolation. Fear learns through repetition and experience, not willpower. And so fear's got a job to do. It's here to keep us safe. And sometimes if it's in overdrive, it's too much of a good thing. And so we have to integrate our fear. And like in Inside Out, fear integrates into the system. And that's what we need to do for ourselves if we feel like fear is driving our life. And so I want you to hear this clearly. If you are feeling like that, your nervous system is not broken. Fear is just stuck in the on position because it once kept you alive. It kept you connected, or it kept you protected. And healing isn't about silencing fear. It's about teaching your body that the danger has passed, that it's over, that you're in the now, not the then. And it doesn't have to do this alone anymore. You don't need to fire fear. You don't need to kick it out or put it in the trunk. You just need to let it rest. So hopefully this helps you better understand the biology of fear and how it's really trying to just protect you from danger. Thank you so much for tuning into Adaptable today. If you found this episode helpful, please give us a subscribe. Most of our watch hours are not by subscribed viewers. So if you're watching and you're interested, please go ahead and subscribe, like or share the show with someone that it might help. And until we meet again, don't forget to lead with love. It'll never steer you wrong.